Rock Talk Lapidary, your podcast for everything rocks. Coming to you every Thursday 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and tap that bell. Let's get rockin'.
Let's get rockin'! Welcome to Rock Talk Lapidary, where we talk everything rocks with some of Lapidary's most influential and creative people just like you. From beginner to master lapidary, we bring something for everyone. So if you love rocks, you'll love us. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, grab a pen and a notebook, and open up the comments to the video, because every week we do a live giveaway for our live viewers, and dropping comments is how you enter. So be sure to share this video out to anyone you know who loves rocks and learning. And we meet here every Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tonight's show is going to be a little bit different. It is going to be us interviewing Ryan Brown, one of our co-hosts, who is super funny, super sweet, super kind, just an all-around good guy. I'm super excited for this episode. And I know that we're going to get a lot of really good information. So you can always log in. If just wanted to let you know. Okay, so if you're here from a Facebook link, you need to log into YouTube to be able to comment. We do want to make sure everybody gets an opportunity to win the giveaway today, which Matt is in charge of. And speaking of Matt, let's go ahead and introduce our co-host. So we have Matt Sams. Matt Sams, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Are you pumped?
I am.
Awesome.
Yep, it'll be a great show. Ryan's a great guy, pretty funny guy. They do some awesome stuff over there at Glacier Bros, so I'm excited.
They really do. I think it'll be fun to watch them sizzle in the hot seat. So
Absolutely.
All right, Dave Leaton, welcome aboard. How you doing?
Hey, everybody. I'm doing good. How about y'all?
I think we're all great. I'm amazing.
Well, you are. I mean, you know.
If you are listening to this on the playback from Spotify, we're being really silly, but I hope you guys enjoy. Speaking of Spotify, all of our previous episodes are uploaded into the library. Our first season is audio only. Our second season, which we are tonight, 1/4 of the way through.
19 grams of Larimar to give away tonight.
Dang, that's a
19 grams of
giveaway.
Larimar?
Woo!
Wow.
Can I get in on that giveaway? No.
Yeah, I'm trying to log in so I can comment here.
Awesome. I lost track of what I was saying right before that, but I'm sure it was great. So we are going to bring on Ryan Brown of Glacier Bros. I'm not sure. Wait, maybe we need to wait a minute. Okay, we're going to bring him on. Don't forget that we do have some people who are just listening to the audio only. So be very descriptive of anything that you're showing on the screen. Okay, here we go. Hi, Ryan.
I'm just kidding. What's up? Let's have some fun. I'm excited.
Let's.
Turn the bell on, guys. I gotta always say that when I come on. Turn the bell on.
It's your homework. Good job. You get an A.
Awesome. That's what's everybody up to.
Yeah, that's great. Let's talk about what we're all up to real quick.
I'll tell you what I'm up to. I'm up to seeing if you really have a cape on, if you really do try to fly, and whether or not you crash and burn. And I just told everybody online on the groups, you know, if you crash, just come and watch it, because we all get to laugh that way.
Nice. No, I don't crash.
Now, Jersey told you it was silly night, right? I mean,
No, I learned a long time ago that life is just obstacles and how you overcome them. That's like literally everything.
There you go. We're gonna have a good time tonight, Ryan.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna have a lot of fun.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Woo-hoo! So you did ask what we're working on, so I'm going to show you guys what I'm working on. So I do leather work, and I am making these Valentine heart earrings that have been on my mind for like 2 years.
Let me see.
So they're just
Nice.
like cut out. I'm going to put a pearl in the middle of that to hold all of these together, and then it's going to be have a little bit of dangles with some really cool beads that kind of match, and you can't go wrong with big old feathers. So big old 1980s style earrings for me. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Big old feathers. David, what are you working on? I'm sorry I missed because I
Well,
had to show.
honestly, right now I'm working on trying to log in so I can try and win that Larimar from Sam. So I want to be able to. I want to be able to enter in because for us the only way we get to enter into the comments and stuff with everybody else is if we log in separately. And I found that I like doing that so we can be a little bit more interactive. While Ryan's doing his thing, we can kind of chat with whoever is watching tonight. And we can be a part of the comments. And as you can see behind me, I'm out in my shop. So the trim saw over here to the left, I just finished cutting some new pop sockets out on that. And I've got the other half of my shop over here. I'm trimming everything up, trying to get them dopped and ready to start cabbing. And so just doing my normal thing. Got some exciting materials I'm working on.
Awesome.
That's great. I am looking at the comments. We have a lot of really great comments. I just tried to show, and let's try that again. Scott Lambright says, Rock Talk is always fun.
I agree with that. We're all very fun people.
SD Roma says, hello. Sorry if I said that wrong. Twyla says, hey, bro.
Oh, those are my guys, Frank and Twyla.
My friend.
Or Fran and
It
Wyla.
says,
What's
life
up?
happens, how we react, what counts. Yep. And, here's one. My earrings are cute. I hope they're as cute as what I have in my head. So we got so many more. I'm not going to be able to get to them.
Oh, you liked it, Matt? You like that, huh?
And I see Marcus is on.
What, did I miss something?
Marcus is
sorry.
on tonight, who won our drawing a couple of weeks ago. So in the mail
Bill,
on its way
yeah.
to him is some Saddle Mountain petrified wood has been
Yeah.
mailed to him. So
He already got it.
Good to see you, Marcus.
So
Did he already
he's-
get it?
Yeah, Bill already got it. He's super happy about it. He
Nice.
even made a TikTok video, which was really cool.
I'll have to go watch that.
Yeah. So that's great. So now I think we should put Ryan in the hot seat.
Oh, no. Let's go.
There we go.
Let's have some fun.
Let's have some fun.
What should go out for me?
Okay, so guys, just everybody watching right now in the comment section, any questions you have for Ryan's business, anything like that, pop
rock
them
and
down
roll.
and
I'm
we
right
will
here. I'm
get you
reading.
going.
I got them on the screen in my hand. Let's go.
Oh, here's one. Mike says you need to learn to nap stone. Have
Mike,
you ever thought about
anybody? I tell you what, if you ship Glacier Bros some napping tools, I'll learn. I don't have tools available where I am. I don't know. I'm so busy all the time. I never sit down. But if somebody sent them to me, I would learn just to be like, look what I did with your things. That's how I am.
That's funny. Isn't napping tools just like antlers?
Not really. They have certain specific tips. Like they have certain little tips, and then there's bigger ones that you use to knock stones off. I've watched videos, but I never have tried. It looks real fun. It looks fun.
It does. I watched a video the other day of it, and I just thought it was really cool. Sorry, my friend Rebellious Chaos.
Oh, that's
said
okay.
I wanted to make these
I
earrings
figured
for a
it
while.
out.
I'm glad I'm finally making them. I think that's so sweet. So William Marcus Bill wants to know what napping is.
Napping is striking stones with tools in certain ways to make tools or other things. So like traditional arrowheads, Indians use napping.
Great
Create
example.
arrowheads and spears, everything. But if you're ever interested and you just want to learn something new about lapidary, guys, go watch some napping videos. There's a million things to do in Lapidary, guys. You don't have to do one thing. I know how to do 100 different things. I'm not good at all of them, but I tried them all. I promise. Dude, everything. Like, I'm trying Intarsia right now. Never tried that in my life. It's
Woo!
actually looking kind
Pretty
of impressing
decent.
myself on something for once. Yeah.
Nice.
I should show you guys one day my first Intarsia project. It was a nightmare. But my husband, it was a belt buckle I made for him, and he wears it every day. And I swear, every time I look at it, I'm like, whoa, I could do so much better. I just haven't.
Oh,
How do
Julie
you-
Ship had a good question right there.
Oh, here we go.
This is something I ask everyone. Julie Ship said, Ryan, what are your favorite rocks and why? Okay, so hands down, my favorite stone in the world is Sugilite. I love it. I don't care if it's gem quality, if it's with Richterite, if it's in that gray matrix. Purple's my favorite color. I absolutely love Sugilite. Besides that, it's probably turquoise. It doesn't matter what color or from where. Very fond of that stone. I love working it the way it cuts. Sometimes you get where matrix mixes in and it's hard to cab in certain places, so you have to slow down and really be easy with it. And I'm a big guy, so to be gentle with things is hard. But once you take time and figure out things like that, I'm addicted to it now. But now I can cut it. I think turquoise is the stone that really taught me how to cut everything, and that's why. Because you'll get these pits of almost like chalky-like material. It'll varnish. But if you're rough with it at all, you'll get these flat spots at the end, and nobody likes that. And I'm very persistent about it not being that way. So I'll go back and do it till it's with turquoise. You don't want to do. I don't do that anymore. But that's how I learned. That's how I learned for sure.
Awesome. So one of the things that I do want to address before we get too deep into grilling Ryan, and that is that Courtney could not be here tonight, and neither could Brad. We are very sad and we miss them. But I did find a way to bring Courtney onto the show, and what I want to do is I want to show a quick video. It's about a minute long, and it is from our very first sale, which was, I want to say, a month ago. That is something new that we're doing this season. And so far, we've had a blast. Ryan is doing the selling for me, and I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, so let me get this video uploaded. Now, remember, it is just about a minute long. It is super cute. Here we go.
For nodules, but I'm trying to pick you some really good ones. Those are all hand-selected. Really nice nodules. Here's the first. Look at that green.
That's gorgeous.
Got the egg pattern going on in there. Everybody loves that. Speaking of egg patterns, look at that. That's a nice big one, too. You can make quite a cabochon out of that. Two of them. Nice egg pattern one. We're just doing a little lot. These are fantastic. Let's do $12 for this lot. Let's see who's away. $12. Who's going to start us off with the first ever Rock Talk Lapidary live sale? As my dog eats himself down half of my stairs.
The Glacier Bros, again, all of their stuff is in the how they invoice, how you pay, all that stuff. First person to claim an item by saying the price, my screen will be the.
That was it, man. I loved it. It was so cute.
She's
Like the
hilarious.
story of your dog falling down the stairs while we were live.
He's a
And our
goofy
very
man
first
right here.
sale.
So Uba, his name is Uba, like Ragnar's son. You guys know any kind of Viking history at all?
No.
Okay, him and his brother Ivar like conquered half of Europe pretty much. So, but 55% Danish. I just found out last year. My mom got me one of those ancestry kit things. That was cool. It's pretty cool. But I don't know. He's 2 years old. He is half English Bulldog, half Lab. So he's a Bulldor. And he is just, I don't know, he's glued to me. I never use a leash. Just walk into the rock shop with him and go in there and pick out my rocks, and he says hi to everybody we leave. I don't use a leash anywhere. He's just he doesn't want to be with anyone else. So you got to train your
Yeah.
dogs. I feel like just take him out. He's never been in a fight with another dog.
What
He
a
jumped
good
on a little kid and
baby.
gave him a kiss one time, and the parents weren't very happy, but it was all love. You know what I mean?
Oops. Oopsies.
Whoops. Yeah.
So let's start with the basics. How did you get into rocks and selling?
Oof. Okay, so I lived in Colorado for like 16 years, somewhere around there, and just the vibe living there, you're either into gemstones and crystals or you're not. It's something I fell in love with. Living in Pueblo, you could just walk around and find old Indian heads made out of obsidian and different types of flint. I always loved that, but they're in Oklahoma, where I was born and raised, and in Colorado, there's a lot of Indian tribes around everywhere. That's kind of another reason I really fell in love with turquoise. Seeing all like the native turquoise silver work all around me in the area that I was in. And then I moved to the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, where I currently am, and COVID hit. And I took a step back in my life, and I was like, you know what, I want to be with my kids more. And me and my little brother were talking about different things that we could do, and I was like, man, why don't we do something like lapidary gemstone? And it just all boomed from there, because it's something he was really into also. I mean, you either got the bug or you don't. It's that way. You're either that weird kid that collected rocks all the time, just walking down the road like, what is that? Or you weren't. I was definitely always like that. So, I don't know. I'm 1,000-hour on YouTube type guy. Lapidary Dave, thousands of hours of videos online. I'm not even kidding. Then one day my mom's like, you should go to school. And I'm talking to my buddy who went to school for all this. And I was like, do you think I should go to school? And he's like, why? That was just a couple weeks ago. He's like, why would you go to school? And I was like, I don't know. To get a certificate or something. He's like, well, you like know everything that I know. He's like, you want to talk about something? I was like, I don't know everything you know. He schools me on stuff all the time. He's my guy I go to find stuff out. But I always feel like when you want to learn about something, you retain it. For sure. If you really care about it, you retain everything. And if you don't remember, it's fast to remember. It doesn't stay away long.
You know, it's easy for somebody under the age of 60 to say that.
Love it more, Dave.
Hey, we got a couple questions, Ryan.
Okay, let's go.
What's your least favorite rock?
Oh my God.
That was
Okay,
good,
so
Tammy.
I always wear a mask. I try to always wear a mask when we're cutting. And we cut a lot. So like I'll put my mask on, change the slab, go back to what I was doing after I take my mask off. There's certain things that I just won't cut. It's like the weird vibe I get when you're cutting. I'm like bumblebee jasper. I refuse. I will not cut it. That's like one slip up away from a really, really bad day. You know what I mean? And it's not slightly leveled in arsenic. It's like really high levels of arsenic in bumblebee jasper. So I don't know, anything that's super poisonous I stay away from, or like highly, highly irradiated things, unless they're Tiffany stone and purple. I normally stay away from those. I mean, it's okay to have radiated things. It's just where you keep them. You can't constantly wear them all the time. But I love all stones.
Yeah, don't carry them in your pocket.
Yeah, don't wear them on jewelry.
Especially if you're trying to have kids, huh, Dave? You know
That was exactly the thought. You know, I figured everybody would just kind of.
Oh boy.
If you're not trying to have kids, maybe carry around a radioactive rock in your pocket. You know?
The one episode Matt covers up that head and he's so funny. Keep them jokes coming, brother. That's great. I'm loving it.
Hey, there was one more. It says, what is your best source of educating yourself on rock ID?
From Jennifer
man.
Mintner.
Honestly, Jennifer, that's one of those things. A lot of stuff you learn from miners. In the beginning, this might sound weird, but I learned a lot. Lapidary Dave, I'm going to keep saying that. That dude will teach you so much stuff. Just watch his walk-arounds of Tucson and listen. Just put some headphones on and listen to every word he says. He'll tell you what it's made out of. If he doesn't know, he's asking the people at the mining tables that he's looking at their material from. Hey, when was this mined? How do you mine this? He wants to know everything, just like all of us sitting here do. So
He is super informative. For
yeah,
sure.
if you have time, that's a good one. MindDat is another good one
It is.
to learn about.
Mindat.org.
Yes, that's fantastic. It'll tell you the years that stuff was mined. So if you find a slab of material in a collection, say, and it has a name on there, you can go to MindDat and type it in, and then it will tell you the years that it was mined from, if it's still mined. Sometimes even then you can go on to Reddit and find what people are selling it for. You know, if it's old material, sometimes if the mine run wasn't that much, but it was really sought after because it didn't pull a lot out, some stuff is worth a lot of money, guys. It's crazy. And we're not in it for that, but we've stumbled across some things we just ended up putting on the shelf because I'm like, I can't ask someone for that. It's just going to go up here. We have a lot of those kind of things.
Now, Ryan, do you use the geology.com as well?
I don't. No, I've met people in the industry that I trust. So if I ever have ID problems, there's certain people that I go to because I know they're not wrong. You know
The
what I mean?
geology.com, I've started using it some because I found out, and in some ways it is similar to the MindDat,
Yeah.
but it has a lot of the actual geological information if somebody's looking for that. And so, you know, I sit in a classroom all day watching what people do on their computers, so I'm sneaking over on mine over here, and I'm reading geology information. So another pretty good site. Just didn't know if you'd used it or not.
No, but that's good information to get out there for sure. That sounds great.
Before we get too far away from talking about Lapidary Dave, I do want to bring up we are having him back as a guest here on March 23rd. So mark your calendars.
He covers everything in Lapidary, guys.
Well,
And he's bringing a friend, so that'll be fun.
Yeah,
that
he's
right
my filming
there?
partner. Yep.
Yeah.
I'll admit I've watched a lot of his videos, and you know we got started around the same time, and I just
This is from
adore
his
the
video.
guy.
Your
Yeah.
pop socket idea?
Yeah,
I watched that
that's
video.
exactly how I
years
got
ago.
started on those. Lapidary
ago I
Dave,
watched
man,
that.
he did that video.
Yep.
Bill wants to know, are there any good rock identification apps? I say no.
I don't trust not one of those. And it's not because an AI is running them. They don't put enough identification into them. I mean, you have to have texture, scale, crystalline structure, because you can have two
Right.
things. Like you
Right.
could have really pale looking gel sugilite, and it can look like lapidolite and fool people, and they could sell it for nothing, but just because you didn't loop it that quick. It's that easy, just because you didn't take the time to loop it. So yeah, it does really make a difference. Who else? Who's got some? Who's got questions?
So I'm getting ready to put these two websites we talked about, mindat.org, and what was the other one?
Geology.com.
Oh, nice.
I use that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Matter of
There you
fact,
go.
I
Did that work?
I kind of got tired of the finding a piece of quartz and a nail and all that kind of stuff to do
Did I
my,
spell them right?
my hardness test.
Mindat.com.
MindDat, yep,
Okay.
and geology.com. Nice thing about geology.com, they do have some stuff. If you like geology tools that are actually used in the field, you can also get some of those from them.
I saw that.
Stop.
You're the boo-boo,
You're not
the
supposed to
boo-boo.
say anything. Ignore it and move on.
No, it's my job to be the funny one. Be like, you messed it up.
I have a question for you. Do you use any DIY equipment? Because I'm known for DIY equipment. Do you use any DIY equipment?
Trying to think. Before we did, like everything was DIY
Yeah.
before, but like as
Tell
we
me about it.
as we grew, I found a company. We went through a couple companies trying to find what we liked, and I found an old one called Raytech, and I found out that they were absorbed by another company. So I got in touch with that company. Ended up being my buddies at Highland Park, John and Sherman Rowland, who are also coming back on the show. Both of them this season. That's going to be fantastic. But now mine and Andrew's entire armada is just Highland Park. Everything is
Yeah.
Highland Park. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything that we own is Highland Park. I love it.
Yeah.
You find quality, you stick with it.
It's the best. It's the Bugatti. Yes.
We do have a general question. How do you recommend a beginner get into obtaining lapidary equipment, i.e. cab machine or a saw?
Okay, so you call Highland Park, okay, and you tell them that Ryan Brown and Cheerson Safford and Dave Leaton and Matt Sams and Courtney King all sent you to get whatever you need, and John and Sherman will take care of you.
And they truly will.
Yes.
Yeah, I have, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 of just their saws, plus some of the other equipment that I have from them. And so quality counts. Okay, so you can do the DIY, which for me means dropped in yard, and I had to rebuild it because somebody else left it behind. And if you're good at that kind of thing, that's okay if you can take something that somebody had discarded. I'm just not that good. And quality.
Dude, I got an
equipment,
engineer buddy
you know,
that built an entire lumber mill, and he runs his whole life off of that, and he built it by
Wow.
hand. Yep, all of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wish I had that capability.
No,
That
you
would be
can't
great.
say that, dude, because I know some people who are just so good with stuff like that, and that's not me. I mean, me and Andrew together equal one of those guys, but not by ourselves. That's why there's two of us, dude. You know what I mean? That's why there's two of us.
Now, if you look to my right, back behind me, you'll see the thing that's kind of surrounded with blue there, Ryan. There is some older equipment that's really great that you just can't beat anymore.
That Richardson Ranch?
No, that is actually the flat lap off of an old Griffin 10-in-1 lapidary machine that was made in like 1981.
Oh, I heard you and Lapidary Dave talking about that.
That
I
is
never heard of
just
that
this.
one
Yeah,
before.
if you find something like that, it's great. It's solid equipment. It'll last forever. But if you're going to get into this new, just be careful what you're getting so that because you don't really understand whether or not it's rebuildable. Find something that works solid, or go to Highland Park and get the good stuff.
Well, and I can tell you most of my equipment, don't discount or discredit Facebook Marketplace. If you can't afford to buy new, there's plenty of used equipment on Facebook Marketplace.
I agree.
And
Especially
John
if
and
you're in
Sherman will help you find used machines at our Highland Park
Right.
too. Just so you guys know, they will help you find used machines for lower price. You don't have to buy a new one. Go ahead, Cheerson. I cut you off. I'm so sorry, love. Finish what you're
it's
saying.
all right. I don't even remember what I was saying. So, welcome to
So
my world.
bad. Okay.
Okay. So let me see here. It sounds like there's a lot of talking about Bill's uncle, who is a geologist, in the comments. So we don't have any new questions. So I'm going to go back to one of my, standby questions, and that is, how much do you love rocks? What would you do for a rock?
What would I do for a rock?
What would you do? Instead of what would you do for a Klondike bar?
I was going to say a lot more than a Klondike bar, right?
Okay. So me and Andrew were at a gas station this one time, and there was a McDonald's attached to it, and we stopped for gas, and I walked inside, and there was, I don't know if you guys know this stone, Kona Dolomite. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah.
So there's a piece, it had to be 30 pounds. I think it was about 30 pounds of Kona Dolomite just sitting outside the door, because it's from up here. It's just everywhere, but I knew what it was, and they did it, and I was like, oh my God. So I went back outside and sent Andrew inside to pay instead, and I went and sat in the car because I couldn't do it. So all of a sudden, he's all done pumping gas and stuff, and he comes and gets inside the car, and I was like, I'll be right back. I stood up, walked over, picked that thing up, and walked inside, and looked the lady straight in the face, and I was like, can I have this rock? And she looked at me so confused, like, what do you mean, can you have that? I was like, it was outside. Can I have this rock? And she was like, I guess. I just took it. I did. I put it in my truck and drove off. I was like, I can have it as mine. I felt so embarrassed. There's like 30 people in there, dude. I didn't care. I needed that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I've done that
I'll
before.
do a lot for a rock. For sure. I'll do a lot for a rock.
Oh my God. Tammy had a question that got skipped somehow, and that is, what is your favorite thing in regards to lapidary and why?
Oh, man. Besides the knowledge is always going to be my number one answer. I learn so much all the time. Have you guys ever had like eras in life or stages in life where you feel like you're not learning anything?
Yeah.
Like you're just drifting through life in periods. I went through a stage like that, and then we hit lapidary, and I was like, yeah, this is it. This is what it's about. But I think my favorite thing overall in lapidary is the people that I meet. The people that I meet is more than anything to me. Me and Andrew have built up a rock family in Glacier Bros and on here over the last 3 years, and it is huge, and it means so much to us. All of these people, we've had people that we got very attached to pass away. You know, that we were used to talk when we used to do shows 5 days a week. I mean, we were talking to these people every day, and then just get a message from a family member, hey, X person died. Hey, X person died. That's rough. That's rough. They really become like a huge part of everything. And we don't just talk to a lot of our customers about rocks. You know what I mean? We talk to them when it's holidays.
Right.
We talk to them when they're going through stuff in life. I've learned crazy lessons from just having conversations with customers that aren't customers ever again, you know. Well,
I love that.
it's true.
It's because it's a community.
Yeah,
It
I
is.
mean, we have people come in and they come in for a show or two, and then 2 months later they'll pop in for a show, and then I have people that have been there every day for 3 years. Like every single show I've had, have never missed one. We have a couple of those for sure, but whether you're the person that's been there for a day or we'll talk to you anytime about anything, and that's important what we've built. So it's been 3 years since we made our Facebook, and it still says answers within 5 minutes on there, like on our business, because we answer everything
Right.
like right away the second that somebody says. I'm adamant about that. Ryan, what is the weirdest piece you've worked on? William Marcus.
Bill, where is that? Oh, there we go.
The weirdest piece. Some of the craziest pieces, probably. I cut open a 30-pound chunk of coprolite one time, and it made my whole workshop smell like poop. Like, for real, the whole workshop.
Yeah, it
So
stinks.
we have
It's
cut
gross.
so much coprolite that's highly agatized, and it didn't smell like that. So what had happened is, before we got our Everclean, the muck on the bottom of my saw had made it to where it dried out underneath my saw. Like, it had filled up that much. It was the middle of winter. It was like -30 outside. So it had gotten that shit hot. It had gotten it hot. The poo. I'm sorry. The fossilized poo. Excuse my mouth. If you have
Yeah,
little
sorry.
earmuffs, my bad.
YouTube has a problem with that. That's all.
Sorry,
fine.
YouTube. We're good people.
Most of the time.
All of the time.
Speak for yourself.
But yeah, so it got hot in there.
So you don't cut no more poo?
No, of course I do. Coprolite's awesome. And it wasn't the coprolite's fault. You know what I mean? It just that it had gotten so hot in a cold environment, it made everything smell.
Cutting dinosaur bone really stinks.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've ever like mass slabbed dino bone.
They do all the time.
It
Yeah.
has this
It has this
like
calcium smell to it for sure.
a distinct, and that's
Yeah.
my least
I
favorite.
don't know if you've ever, no, the least favorite thing I have ever cut, Eden's Valley wood, smells like bog.
Oh.
And I mean like bog. I mean
No,
like the
thank
worst
you.
bog smell you could think of. And then, what was the other one? Me and Andrew just cut something else recently, and it was bad. Like, it was bad. It wasn't that bogwood. I wish he was in here. He's the other half of my brain, I swear. We're brothers, but, like, everything I'm not into, Andrew is completely has attachment to. I'm like, this works so good all the time. Yeah, but I'm going to stick with that Eden Valley. That was nasty. It is so beautiful. Still polished to turd. What the coprolite are you talking about? It's really pretty. It really is. It's gorgeous. If you find it that's been highly agatized, or even the color change between like the red and green, it's awesome.
Did you see Tammy's question? She wants to know what the most difficult, challenging material you've ever worked with is.
I'm gonna stick with turquoise. Turquoise can be really rough to work with. Another one that I found out really hard about was kaleidoscope prism stone. You guys ever cut that?
I haven't, no.
Not only it's from Utah.
Yeah.
Not only does it like fracture in places because it's fluorite, right? It has a lot of fluorite in it, but it goes from being like a 5.5 in hardness to a 3.5 in places. So literally, you'll move in the same movement, and within that movement space, it'll be domed and completely flat. Half your cab will. That stinks. Or anything that's really no. Oh, Courtney's here.
Awesome.
She said, kaleidoscope is amazing to cut. It's
Yeah.
amazing, Ryan.
The
Are
only
you
reason-
missing
yeah.
that? It's amazing.
It is. I've had certain pieces though where it is like brown in areas and really colorful on the other half of the cabs, and the colorful areas will cut super soft, and the brown stuff is really hard. It's one of Courtney's favorite though.
It is, yeah. And that there's a very limited supply of that. From what I understand, it is kept a lockdown secret
Yeah.
as to where this material comes from. But yeah, super
Wait,
awesome.
Courtney's home?
Courtney is in the comments. She may not be available to come on
That's okay.
with us
She's in
tonight,
here. I see her.
but she's in the comments, and
That's
it's
enough for
great.
me.
Yes, look at this right here.
Yeah.
Hi, Courtney. Okay.
She was talking about us. I'm just kidding. She was talking about that kaleidoscope.
So now, Ryan, when you're talking about things that are hard to work with, are you talking about cutting it or cabbing it? Or are you talking about both?
Ooh, well, cutting it, nothing's hard to work with once you learn like the directional patterns in stones, like how to read stones. But that's you're gonna have to learn yourself, buddy. I don't know how else to tell you. I mean, if
That's trial and error.
you hit me up on
Experience.
Lapidary and you're like, what angle do I need to cut this from? I could tell you, but if you didn't completely listen, it wouldn't matter. You know what I
Right.
mean? All that
Yeah.
stuff is trial and error. It's all trial and error. But I can cut pretty much anything. It's to that point now. After it only took 3 years, but I can cut everything. We've cut everything.
Only 3 years.
Let me get in here and say this real quick. There is a really good forum type posting thing. You know, like before we had Facebook, we had forums. David, you're going to help me on this one. It was Rock Tumbling something.
Rock Tumbling Hobby Lapidary Group.
Thank you. And you go in there and they have lists of what polishes well with what. So what does cerium oxide polish
Or
well with
aluminum.
what stone?
Yeah, I got you.
Exactly. And then it talks about different ways to cut. There is so much information there, and it's amazing. And it's from all the old heads. So we know that that's good, solid information. Just
Man,
wanted to
old
put
heads
that
are the
out there.
best. I love
Yeah.
getting information from the old ones, dude. They teach you the best stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dave,
something really-
thanks.
Something really interesting that I did not know when we were doing the rock climbing hobby lapidary back then. That's actually how I ended up coming across Cheerston, was in there from a comment. But we all use cerium oxide, and I found out today that cerium oxide is a rare earth mineral. I had no clue. Yeah. And the biggest part of what we get comes out of China and I believe Pakistan. And that's one of the reasons it's so expensive. It's a rare earth mineral.
Ryan, do you like stuff with Micah and Pyrite in it? I find a lot out here. So I like Micah in certain instances. A lot of the times when you're cutting, you hate Micah. You hate Micah when you're a slabber. You will go and you'll get a slab. Okay, so let's say we're cutting Laguna lace. This is something that happens to me a lot. I'll be cutting this big, beautiful chunk of Laguna lace. I'll go pop it open. All of a sudden, there's a book of mica inside of it. The second I go to dry it to make sure I'm getting the oil out of it, all that mica just expands out, and all of a sudden, I got a big hole in a slab.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wondered where that was going.
But I love pyrite. I love pyrite. Pyrite dino bone. We have a type of jasper out here. It's really rare to find pyrite in it, but that's like the high grade stuff. And one day we're walking through the woods, and I go around this bend an opposite way from Andrew, and I'm just sitting there, and it's like 10 minutes, and I'm like, where is he, dude? And then all of a sudden he comes out of the woods carrying this 100-pound rock, and it was that jasperite. And it had, not jasperite, the Uper jasper that we have up here, and it had pyrite head to toe. Every inch of it had pyrite in it. We cut it up, and that's like his baby. It's the only thing he's ever kept that we found ever. But no, pyrite's cool.
I love pyrite. I love digging pyrite. This piece right here. If you ever come visit me, one of the places I will take you is west of Utah Lake, and can you see that? I dug that out of the ground.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's great.
I really want to dig a piece like that. So when I come
I'll
over,
take
I'll take you there.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy?
Hey, everybody,
how pyrite grows in
mid-June.
cubes like fluorite. Did anybody ever notice that?
Huh?
That it's crazy that pyrite grows in cubes like fluorite
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
I find
crazy.
it weird.
Yeah.
Me
It
too.
breaks my
Blows
brain.
my brain too.
Party at Cheerston's house in mid-June.
Absolutely, bring a tent.
Oh, we can't do June, guys. That's when the glacier. Oh no, we're doing August this year. Never mind. Yeah, June. Woo! Yeah. we do a Glacier Bros Agate Hunt every year, where everybody comes up and they meet us in Grand Marais and we go agate hunting. That's crazy, Matt.
Tell
Show
us
off.
about it.
Wow.
Oh, well, we go to
Was that
Grand
a
Marais
spear?
and we just walk up and down the beach and I teach people about different stones that are here and then we all just go crazy.
I would
When
love
is
that.
Yeah.
Is
In
that
August, we do it in August.
Is that the event where they go into a street and they like dump all the rock in the middle of the road and everybody digs through it? Or is that a different thing I'm thinking of?
No, same town, but that is not what we're doing. That's the agate grab. That's in June. What we're doing is we are going on that same beach that they found all those agates from, and all of our rock family from Glacier Bros. That they get tickets and fly up here, and we all meet there, and we do a huge agate hunt all weekend. With
Do
our
they
rock
find
family.
those soda light rocks?
Yeah,
You
we
know
can
what
do
I'm
that
talking
too.
about?
Yeah, we did that not this last year, but the year before we did that, and it was so much fun.
So we do have. Sorry, we do have a few photos. I would like to share. Gotta
Oh my
believe in
gosh.
yourself, right?
Yeah, if you live in the Upper Peninsula, you'll know all about Sasquatch. I
So-
love Maramamba.
Man, that's a good-looking piece.
Love Maramamba. It's from Mountain
Wow.
Brock in Australia. It is the rarest type of tiger's eye in the world.
And look at the fiber in that one. I mean, it is so well defined and so bright.
Mount Brockman.
It is cool.
I said Mount Brockman. Demortarite.
So it's just blue quartz, or what?
Oh.
Can you tell us? Tell us about it.
So demortarite is a mixture between calcite and quartz. It creates that milky background texture, but if you cut it super thin and flashlight it, it's translucent and orbicular pattern, all of it. It's really, really cool
Interesting.
crystal structure. Ooh, so this is a Koyamito pseudomorph agate. I don't know.
Does it have amethyst in it? It kind of looks a little
all
purple.
around the edges are amethyst, and then actually there's amethyst chalcedony in there in between the yellow and the white opal that's in there.
Okay.
You can see all the purple amethyst chalcedony. Koyamito and Laguna are both known for purple chalcedony.
And it's very, very expensive material.
It is, but we got some hookups, and that's one thing about us. If I get stuff for $10 a pound, I'm gonna charge $11 a pound and make a buck. We're not those kind of guys. We don't...
I have seen Koyamito at $150 a pound here just recently.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So shout out to my buddies in Wisconsin, the gym shop. This is Jafar jasper. It's pretty rare material. It's getting
Like
really
in
hard to
Aladdin?
find. Yeah. So it grows like rhodonite in these huge black nodules, and you knock it open, and it is multi-freaking color inside, just gorgeous.
So is it manganese like rhodonite is?
It is. So if you leave it
Okay.
sitting outside, it will black patina the same exact way that rhodonite
Okay.
does, 100%.
No.
But
Really?
if you if whenever you're done polishing it, if you seal it, it'll never change again. It'll stay that same color forever. So cerium is a natural sealer, if you guys didn't know that. So if you're getting cerium hot on a wheel, it's naturally creating a sealant.
I did not know that.
Yeah, then you don't have to use anything else. Just keep using your cerium oxide. Okay, so this is another one of my favorites. A lot of people, they're like, this isn't jade, but technically it is a jade. Jadeite. This is Turkish purple jade. Gorgeous. It's dyed by lithium, just like sugilite is. So you get that really vibrant purple.
That's nice. It looks porous.
It is not at all. That's all filled in with jade. You can flashlight it and the light will shine through it.
Oh, cool.
All of these spots on here, they're completely, it's smooth as glass. Have you ever felt jade, how like real smooth, white, bubbly it gets when you cut it? That's exactly how this feels. There's not a
Nice.
bump on that whole thing. It's crazy.
Wow.
Oh, that's another huge Koyamito pseudomorph. That one's just not cut. So the nodule, when we got it, we broke it in half, and half of it was just hollow agate. There was nothing. Like the water had popped and everything around it was porous, and it just all drained and left that inside. And then that one half, it's about 3-4 inches thick from my palm to there, and it's just a solid pseudomorph. So I'm afraid to cut it, but it's really cool. Really cool. This is what happens when you cut it. This one was only showing quartz on the outside, and there was this little divot at the bottom right here that me and Andrew were the two pieces meet. Me and Andrew were talking about whether it was just a random break where it was porous or whether it was a pseudomorph. And I ran it under some water and put some soap in there at first and held it out and tried to see if I got any kind of bubble out of it. And it bubbled directly into this cavity you can see on the bottom there, bottom right, that bug. So I was like, let's just cut it, dude. Let's take a chance. I think this is a pseudomorph. I really do, because you couldn't tell at all. And I cut it, and that's what we got.
Wow.
You got pseudomorphs in every direction on that thing, and it's on the windowsill. I won't sell it. That's mine.
So, Ryan, for somebody who might not know, explain a pseudomorph.
Okay, so pseudomorph, they grow like fingers, like a spray almost, inside of an agate or by themselves. I couldn't tell you the reason. You can look up online, and I don't know if anybody else can tell you the reason. A lot of stuff that happens inside agates is
Nobody understands.
hard to explain.
Right.
Everyone is still trying to explain, but
So kind of like
Once
a
I know,
giant
you know.
saginite.
It is though, really.
Yeah.
Except it was expanding in water. We do know that it was expanding inside of water, or there would be no way for the chalcedony to harden around it where we get waterline banded areas and them in the same pockets.
Wow.
We just don't know how yet.
Fascinating.
It is.
So that Koyomito you've got there, is it fairly rare material? I mean, what is the reason for it being so expensive?
So the Koyomito only comes from one mine, and it so yeah, it's rare. It's from Mexico. It's in the same region as like El Sueco and Laguna. All those are around the same kind of dry plain area. And these guys are literally breaking into the rock in a mountainside and busting out individual nodules out of the stone. It's hard work. These guys are hard workers.
I can imagine.
And they'll go through 1,000 agates before you find a pseudomorph. Like the one that you just showed that was cut in half, you'd probably go through 10,000 agates before you found one even remotely.
Really?
Yeah.
So now, did you have an idea when you got that one before you cut it what it was going to be?
No,
You just got lucky.
It was all quartz. Well, so whenever I bought it, we had bought it as Koyomito rough, so I knew it was Koyomito, but I did not know it was going to pseudomorph like that. Now, the big one where it was a nodule, it had a window in it, so we knew that there was pseudomorph on one side, but when I cracked it, I didn't think that half of it was going to be completely hollow. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
It I don't know. I love agates. Now me and Andrew have a problem. We have hundreds of pounds of agates inside of our house. Yeah, we do. And those are all for sale, by the way, guys. If you guys want some agates, I got them all over the world.
See, I just don't see the problem with hundreds of pounds of agates in the house.
Me either, except we cut them all. So now we know what they all look like. So you guys need to buy these so we can buy more.
And I don't know if you saw what Mark Anderson said. He said some of those pseudomorphs are crystal replacements.
That is true. I'm not the master of everything.
Big shout out to Mark for watching. Thank you.
Yeah, he'll be on the show soon also, y'all.
I'm looking up the schedule right now.
You guys don't know Mark, he is an amazing jeweler. He does amazing jewelry.
So he will be on January, February, March, April. Okay, April 6th.
Awesome.
Okay, so in 2 months. 2 months we'll have him on, but this season still. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. For those of you that aren't familiar with Mark, he is a walking encyclopedia, right? I mean, a genius, absolute genius.
Yeah, I try to be one. He is one.
Well, and as a lapidary artist, I mean, he absolutely excels.
Oh, yeah.
I have just a couple more photos here I want to show. Let's see, what's this one?
Okay, so this is a herringbone, but this is opalized herringbone from Washington, and it is fantastic. It's gone. I just had that, but I had to show that piece off. We get a lot of different materials, and is kind of what I'm trying to show you guys. So I have cut every. Hello there. That's Sugilite. Rictorite.
Oh, your favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't get better than that.
Beautiful.
That's a 3-pound chunk. Yep.
So I want to show these items. So last week we did, on Tuesday we did our live sale, and Ryan sold this. This is a Tiffany nodule, and if you can see, it has not really been windowed, so you can't really tell what's inside. Here's another one. Tiffany stone is pretty amazing because it has like different pieces.
That belongs to Matt.
Oh, that's Matt's piece.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a good close-up photo of what you're getting. I just want to say thank you.
Yeah, Jennifer Minter is the one that got the other one.
Matt.
Awesome. Thank you, Jennifer.
Yeah, and I was all sad. I went to go cut it, and I cut the tip off, and it was all Ryan. I was trying to make it flat, so I knew it was going to crumble, the tip was. So I just cut it real smooth, so it was all nice and flat. The next one I ran through, I got halfway through, and the whole back end of it crumbled off, and I was like, I know why. So I It's really nice face nodule for though, and it did end up being super purple on the inside. She's gonna be so happy.
Really?
Yep.
Oh wow. You
So I
gotta
ended up
send me
not
photos.
charging her for the cut because it blew apart. I didn't end up charging her for the cut on it, but now it's faced and she gets to see all the beautiful purpleness inside.
I want Matt to know that the Tiffany that I got from Cheerston, better looking material, man.
Oh yeah.
I got the good stuff.
Matt got the good stuff.
It's all
How I have
you get
not
that one in there, and you see
heard
that
of
that phase
paint
in
rock
and
agate.
out, you know, with that other
Yes,
that
paint
swirl.
rock agate out of Tennessee. I've got some here somewhere. Yeah,
Ryan
paint
will
rock
know in
agate
a
out of
second
Tennessee.
though.
So we did have a question. Where does Tiffany stone come from? It
Mm-hmm.
comes from a mine here, local in Utah. It is under guard. You cannot take the rocks out from there. It is armed. They do not want you going in. They have cameras everywhere. If you approach the mine, armed guards will come out and greet you. I do have a friend that owns a claim over the tailings pile, and that is where these tiny nodules, they're tiny, but they are killer, guys. They are amazing. So,
They are absolutely.
Tiffany only comes from Utah,
Yep.
and it has bertrandite in it, which they use on space shuttles on the cone because it reflects the heat so well. It is a mineral, like it is a metal mineral. It is very cool.
Awesome.
It can
And if
also
I
be super radioactive, guys. So
It can
If I
be.
remember-
Not always. Not
no,
always.
we have plenty in here that has no radioactivity to it at all.
Didn't they used to do tours in the mine a long time ago, but they had to put a stop to them or something? Stuff was going on.
I don't know that.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Dave,
it
sorry.
seems like that was the situation. That's been a while back.
Estate sales are great places because back in the day, what the workers would do is they would grab the big nodules that looked really, really pretty and put them in their lunch boxes and sneak them out. They don't do that anymore. It's been a long time since they've been able to do that, but because security is so tight. But yeah, definitely estate sales, great spot to get Tiffany stone.
So what is it? A government mine now? Is that what's going on?
It is.
Okay, no, that makes sense.
Oh,
Stay away
really?
from
So
there, guys.
I see. Okay. Because of what they need for that aircraft, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
It is a
That's another rare
military.
earth
It's a
mineral.
military
Yeah.
mine,
Okay,
is what it is. Yeah.
that's too bad. They get all the
Who
good
else
stuff.
has got questions for me, guys? I'm an open book.
You're right, Tammy. I might be showing my age. I'm trying not to.
Well, I think this has been a great show, and I'm
Yeah,
really
I really
happy about our turnout. Oh, look, someone joined Matt. Good night. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Bye, honey.
Say good night.
Oh, that was sweet. So before we close down the show, is Andrew there?
Andrew, here, let me get him in here.
Matt,
Guys, I need to make this very clear right now.
you
Nothing
got the good.
that has
goods.
been achieved for
Oh,
Glacier
yeah.
Bros would not have been able to happen without my little brother.
We need Andrew to
Zero.
pick
Yay!
Nothing
Andrew's
Andrew
so
to pick a
awesome.
number.
He's our
Nothing
technical advisor.
would have ever been done without it. Me and Andrew doing all this together, both of us.
That's awesome. We got to get him on camera one of these days.
Yeah, we need Andrew to pick a number.
Yeah. It's coming.
William, are you ready to win this one?
Oh, Ryan, here. Tammy wants to know what you charge for your get together.
What do we charge? Your friendship? What do we charge? Nothing. Just come. You have to get here. I mean, I'm not paying for you to get here. Just be here on the date that we set it up for, and I'm not gonna charge you anything. Come have some fun.
This is
awesome.
community living.
Andrew, coming.
Oh yeah.
I don't care. Get your mop in here and say hi to the peoples, Andrew. This is the dude.
Andrew.
Andrew. Whoop, whoop. What's the number? 1 through what?
1 through 14.
1 through 14.
David, pick a number.
7.
Very serious 7.
Who's this?
Very serious 7. Solid 7.
Donna Flon? Flom? Flom. Donna Flom?
I'm looking for Donna in the comments there.
Pflaum.
I would say Flom.
Flume?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong, but that's who won.
Okay, so to collect your prize, you need to send an email over to rocktalklapidary@gmail.com. Give us your real name, your mailing address, and we will ship that right off to you. So thank you for watching tonight. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and have a last little bit of conversation before we go. So next week, we are going to be interviewing Brad, and Brad makes spheres, so come with good questions for him. Do you have any closing comments for tonight?
We'll let you guys go first. Age before beauty. Go ahead.
Age before beauty. Go, Dave.
How did I know she was going to say that? I'm gonna shave this back off. You know, I didn't get as much of that before I grew it back.
Don't shave it off. Think of how old Clint Eastwood looks without a beard compared to how he looks with a beard. Just keep it on there, guys.
Well, no, you
do
could.
some of that
You
hair
could have,
dye.
It
right?
covers your chins.
Do some of that spray on hair dye.
Chins? You said plural. Come on now.
Yeah, a little bit of that spray hair color. I think it'd look great.
Yeah, I tried that one time, but the clump with the silver just doesn't go so well. Hey, listen, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I hope you had a good time. This is one of those shows where, it's kind of a family type of thing that we love to cut up and love to have fun. Love that you guys ask so many great questions. Come and join our Rock Top Lapidary group on Facebook and our Rock and Mineral identification groups. Don't forget to come and join the Rock Tumblers for Autism group, where we raise funds and give rock tumblers to kids who have autism. And hope to see you guys all out there again. Ryan, you done a great job. This has been really a blast, and I really appreciate it.
I didn't even do anything. We just sat around and talked like we always do.
That's what I do best.
Awesome.
Great
You asked
job.
me questions about me, and I answered about me.
So, before you go, Dave, I do want to bring up February 21st is our very next sales episode, which is going to be in 2 weeks from last Tuesday. And David and Ryan are going to be our sellers. And Dave, oh, look at that. What's that?
Let's not forget these little boys, our Rock Talk Lapidary weekly podcast stickers.
Yeah, where can we get them?
Let's see. I think those are going to go from Courtney, if I remember correctly, but email the address that has been supplied right there. And I believe that we are getting $1.50. What? Remind me of the prices. I forgot. I'm getting old.
$2.
Senile.
Two
What?
bucks and $1.75 if you buy 10 or more. That's what it was.
Yeah,
There
and
you
if
go.
you're Glacier
There you go.
Bros, the first time you order, get one in your box for free.
Senility
Whoop, whoop.
Rocks Talk Lapidary.
Get him out of here. No,
I'm taking you out of here, Dave. You're done.
that's enough of that.
Oh, we got weird. I like it when it goes weird like
Matt,
this.
did you?
So, Matt, you're next, bud.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I was sending Donna a message on the board there to.
Matt, what's that purple rock behind your shoulder?
Before, I want to know what this is.
Woo!
Oh, concrete art. Woo!
How about that? Yeah, that's concrete art. That is a huge outdoor kitchen that I'm building right now. Just pulled the forms off of that
Good Lord, you're
2-inch
so
thick
impressive. bud.
countertop with waterfall edges. That thing's pretty crazy.
Oh, it's
You are
gorgeous.
an impressive
You're
artist,
an
my
artist.
friend.
Yes.
Thank you.
I need that purple rock behind your right shoulder. I need to know what that is.
Which one?
That one or that one? Or that one?
Is it grape agate? Is it all one singular grape agate?
The bubble grape from Indonesia? Now, originally, grape agate was known as a Utah rock. It was red until this was discovered only a couple years ago, 2016, 2015. So this is from Indonesia. This is beautiful. It's huge too.
You know, a lot of
don't
people
see them this big.
them like this. I have slabbed specimens like this, and the inside is the coolest material you will ever see.
So I totally
is it Orby?
Oh my god.
Yeah, I totally have a piece that I'm going to catch.
I can't imagine
Matt, we need to make
wanting
a trade.
to cut that. No way. I could
What's
never.
that, Ryan?
We need to make a trade for one of those big chunks I can cut up.
Oh, yeah, I got some big ones. Yeah, for sure. So where were we at?
Just saying goodnight. At you.
Just saying bye to you, buddy boy.
Good night.
Bye, brother.
Awesome show, Ryan. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. No, thanks to you.
Thanks, Matt. Ooh, buddy. I'm not sure I like this. Yeah, I'm in commander spot.
No, I'm just kidding.
Well, what do you think?
I think I had a lot of fun like I do every day.
Heck yeah.
I love being
All
on
right.
this show. Everybody else have fun? I want to see comments right now if you had fun at this show or not. We'll see who made it to the end of the show. If you're here right now, I want you to say, I had fun, or nope.
Dave wanted to know when our next sale is, when he's going to be sailing. And so that is going to be February 21st. That's
Not
a
this
Tuesday.
but the Tuesday after.
Right. That's not Valentine's Day, my birthday, when I turn 45.
Woo!
Oh, I'm an old lady. But the week after that, and that'll be a fun one to watch. Oh, Frank said he had fun. Mike said he had an awesome show.
Frank and his wife Twyla are blessings. I swear to you. They're some of my favorite customers that I have ever had. And we have this thing to where on the show one day, I don't know how it came up. I think Frank might have mistyped something and he spelt my name wrong or Andrew's name wrong, and it was one letter off. And ever since that day, him, Twyla, Andrew, and me, it's always like Ran or Yan. He's calling me, and he's calling Andrew Adrew, so I call him Fran, and his wife Wyla. It's just this big circle, but it's hilarious.
I love that.
They're
for
amazing
you.
people. Sharon Osborne, Hallelujah Hills, is another one of my customers.
One of the crazy things is there's a saying that you can never make your friends a customer, but you can always make your customers your friends. And I have found that to be so true. I have made so many friends just selling and being myself. So
most people looked at
that's
my
pretty
messenger,
awesome.
they would just be like, what is this? It was like a Sudoku in there. There's so many messages.
Aww. Thank you, Donna. Thank you, Donna. Be sure to get that email over so I can get that information out.
Spam turkeys for Fran.
Last word.
Oh, good night. Love you guys.
Okay. Bye, Ryan. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you managed to stick with us this long, you're definitely a rock addict and you should be our friend. So please subscribe. Please share this video out. I will be uploading to Spotify right away, as well as the YouTube replay. And don't forget to order your stickers. They go great on laptops and drinks and all kinds of things. So with that being said, I am going to play the outro and we are done for the night. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Great show, guys. Let's go.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. See you next Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time.